Hey guys, it's Jeff Trapp here with the Tax Planning Pros, and this is our November client video and newsletter. Well, what a shocker. Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States of America. And one of the reasons that we delayed our client video this month is because with a new president, there's obviously a lot of different tax and legislation changes coming up, right? And, we'll discuss some of those a little bit on our tax planning calls, but I want to give you kind of a heads up of what you can expect over the next 4 years in terms of taxes and any Donald Trump presidency. So there's a few things that you should be made aware of. And that is, we can probably expect that the Tax Cut and Jobs Act will not expire, that it will get extended past its January 1st, 2026 expiration date. So what does that mean for you? So we'll continue to have those graduated tax brackets where a lot of folks will fall into that 22, 24% tax bracket. The highest tax bracket will be 37%, but they're not predicting that that will expire and go back up close to 40% there. We'll have that standard deduction. So if you're married, filing joint, right, that you've been the benefactors of a $28,000, $29,000 standard deduction, half of that if you're single, of course. So that would still be there. They want to let one provision from the Tax Cut and Jobs Act expire, and that's the state and local tax deduction that's capped at $10,000. They want to let that expire so you would get the even larger deduction. If you live in a high property tax state, like I do here in Texas, right? California has high property taxes. The Section 199 pass-through deduction would continue to exist, which means what? You get your 20% qualified business income deduction. So if you have a business that's netting $500,000 a year, essentially, you're getting a $100,000 deduction to write off against your taxable income. So that's super huge. On the business side, corporate tax rates would be at 21%. There's talk of maybe even bringing those a little bit lower. If they want to bring back 100% bonus depreciation, allow research and development expensing. So these are some really, really big things. They want to exempt tips from income taxes. Not sure how that's going to work. That's a new provision, right? Exempt Social Security benefits from taxes, exempt overtime pay from income taxes. Not sure how that's all going to work out. Create an itemized deduction for auto loan interest. So if you don't have a business where you're writing off your auto, well, if you finance a vehicle, you could write that off on your taxes, much probably like the mortgage interest deduction. And then they want to raise tariffs on China and impose universal tariffs on all U.S. imports of 20%. So a lot going on there when it comes to what we can expect as far as the tax code goes. So we'll keep you updated on all those changes. Obviously, we're still waiting to hear what the House of Representatives will look like. They're still counting votes there. But I encourage you, now's not the time to delay. Now's the time to tax plan so that you save money on your income taxes for the current year. So if you haven't booked your Q4 call, please reach out or get that booked. And we look forward to saving a lot of money here on the 2024 tax year. And as we head into 2025, we want to make sure that we're continuing to work together to save you the most money possible. So I hope you have a great November. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. I just want to tell you all that I'm so thankful that you're my clients and that we've been able to work together over this past year. It's been an amazing year, and there's a lot more fun strategies and tax planning that's going to be done here at the end of 2024 and into 2025. So I'm really excited for what the future holds for saving y'all money on taxes. Have a great November, and we'll see you next month.